DC Bike Party because I grew up in San Jose, California, and that's where the first bike party started at all. And I thought that it'd be really cool to start here in DC. And I didn't even really start riding a bike until April 2012. And it became my new obsession, and that's how I ended up starting it. DC Bike Party will turn 2 years old in July. We get the word out about DC Bike Party through Facebook mostly. We have a website that will post the logistics of the ride on and the rules of the ride and the poster for the ride, but most everything is through Facebook. Originally, it kind of started to grow through word of mouth and some posters that my friends and I would put together and then stick around town, mostly in Adams Morgan and Columbia Heights and around 14th Street. I plan the routes, not at all. Now the route is totally done by the awesome volunteers, and that's basically how we prepare for every month's ride. We send out an email to all the volunteers asking them to choose a route, then we test the route, which is why we're here tonight. We adjust the route, and then all meanwhile emailing bars, emailing bands, emailing different people who want to partner with us that month. So it's just a lot of back and forth, and eventually it always comes together. There's no reason why we do it the second Wednesday of every month. It happened because that's when I happened to choose the first date for the very first one, and it just kind of went from there, and it seems like a good thing to stick with what you know, so that's why. The things that have changed between Bike Party as it started and how it looks now is obviously the size of the ride. We went from 20 people when we first started to pushing 700 now on warm days. So that's the clear, obvious big change. But the other big change would be the infrastructure. We have 30 great volunteers now, and people who take pictures, and people who count the ride every month, people who donate shirts. The after parties have gotten more fun, so with growth came a lot more good stuff. I would love the ride to continue to change for the better, which means continue to get safer, continue to get better organized, and I also would want it to be litter-free. I know we have incidents at after parties and at pit stops where people are tossing stuff on the ground, and I want that to be a huge no-no for the ride. I wish I had an answer for that. I hope it's the same awesome, fun ride. So that's kind of how I see it. I just want to keep it fun, keep it safe, keep it open and free for everybody. DC Bike Party's been a super fun project for me. I've loved everybody who I've gotten to meet doing it. And for anybody who's shy about hopping on a bike and riding with us or by yourself, I'd say try and get over that fear and just enjoy it. It's a simple, fun thing to do, and anybody can do it.